Hi, my name is Brian Nuprock with Praxis Business and Marketing Solutions. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. And today we'll be talking about how we decode the language of your clients so that we can bring our unique and hyper-targeted and segmented online marketing approach for a dramatic increase in your client base. And along the way, we'll touch on these elements: the current context and need for digital marketing, the Praxis marketing methodology and process, how to achieve 20 to 40% greater revenue through your online ads campaign, and a quick glance at a market forecast example, the kind of ROI that you can achieve. To open up and provide some context, I'll say that as a company, Praxis is passionate about local Northwest businesses and helping preserve and grow them. Just a little local anecdote. We almost saw in my own neighborhood our favorite local hardware store crushed by the looming threat of a potential Home Depot. But they expanded a location, they aggressively marketed to the community, and this allowed them to fend off the giant. They actually were successful in keeping the Home Depot at bay. Similarly, a billion-dollar asset credit union in Idaho is moving to town, and my company is currently trying to help preserve a smaller $100 million asset local credit union through a high-tech, high-touch process, which I want to outline in just a minute here. So, in short, our goal is to help keep you on top or help you get there. So let me describe a few key elements of our process. The three main areas of our approach consist of data collection and analysis, segmentation, and creating a springboard for face-to-face interactions. And I'll talk briefly about each of these. After we engage in an analysis of your competitors, we kick off a general Google Ads campaign, which allows us to engage in market research and understand the different market segments and the different thought processes of the prospective clients and how they express themselves in the languages of buyer intent that relate to your particular services. And what we're doing here in data collection and mining and analyzing and A/B testing is learning together with you and digging up critical intelligence about your potential clients. And we begin to find out where sales leads convert at all different kinds of levels. At the levels of the overall campaign, the ad group, the keyword, the location, which counties, cities, zips convert the best, the days and times, and what kind of technological devices are converting the best, the audiences, demographics, age, gender, household income, and most importantly, which of the search terms that people employ are converting the best. And we also get detailed data on the nature of online traffic and interaction with your landing page, which is where a searcher goes when they click on your online ad. Now, this intensive and extensive daily monitoring and analysis creates a happy cyclical effect. It maximizes revenue and cost efficiency because we're devoting energy to what converts the best, and this leads to more budget and ad spend, which in turn leads to more revenue flow, etc., etc. Moreover, it allows us to dial in. All this data analysis gives us the ability to dial in further and further. Once we've had an opportunity to learn about the market and identify our list of 10 or more golden keywords, these are high converting search phrases, we then build separate campaigns for each of these. New landing pages and ad variations are built around these high converters and also grafted to create new species of high converting campaigns. And spanning months to years, data on these critical terms compounds and becomes invaluable. Essentially, what we're doing here is we're figuring out the search terms that represent your hottest buyers and directing a ton of energy toward them to exponentiate your revenue growth. And eventually, another option, when we determine the right market segments, we can run Facebook ads for seasonal campaigns that highlight special offers and invites to meet and greets within your communities where you can potentially go out and provide consultative sales meetings with groups of prospective clients. But the point of all this is a high-tech, high-touch strategy that helps you go deep in capturing market share and creating customer loyalty. And I'll also say, as an aside, Praxis can also set up automated sales prospecting and follow-up with existing clients through texting and emailing, and RVM, which is ringless voicemail that bypasses the ringing process and directly deposits custom personable messages into prospects' voicemail boxes. So that's just another supplemental thing that we can do to help you grow your lead base. So let's talk briefly about online or digital marketing and home in on a solid strategy for Google Ads. Now you've got lots of places to advertise online, like Facebook, YouTube, Google Display Network. Facebook is great, and you can target highly specific populations through Facebook, but people usually are not on Facebook to buy, and so there's a lot of lead nurture and sales work that has to be done to close Facebook leads to get sales from them. YouTube is great in that there's a lot more folks on YouTube to buy something generally, but it's still not exactly a marketplace. But Google search ads, what we'll call text ads, however, they have the potential to meet face-to-face with very hot leads very quickly. It's hands down the most powerful online marketing platform available. And this is why companies continue to spend more and more on Google Ads each year. What other platform allows you to get in front of proactive buyers within a fraction of a second? Buyers who are looking for a solution right now. And if you build your campaign well and you know which search terms represent buyer intent and how to quickly get the attention of those buyers through the right ads, your ability to bring qualified leads quickly is greatly exponentiated. So let's talk briefly about how we do this at Praxis. Licensed plumber on duty. This is a typical highway billboard ad, and like a typical highway billboard ad, it seeks to be general in order to get in front of a lot of traffic. And some folks driving by might need a plumber, and they might call the company on the ad, but a lot of that traffic is not going to be interested in a plumber when they drive by. But even if they are, the messaging isn't super specific to particular kinds of plumber prospects and the particular thought processes that they bring to the subject of plumbing. Now, online billboards can often be similar to highway billboards. Online advertisers typically choose highly general keywords like plumber to trigger the appearance of their ads in a search. And the thinking is that this is going to catch a lot of traffic. But if you think logically, it could attract a lot of the wrong traffic and waste clicks and money on people, say, interested in becoming a plumber rather than needing plumbing work. Now, buyer intent is seen as we move from the general and the abstract to the concrete, specific, longer tail search terms. As you can see, as we move from plumber to plumber in New York to plumber in Brooklyn to fast plumber in Brooklyn, we are moving closer to buyer intent. And moreover, this intent is represented by a great diversity of long tail key search phrases that you can see on the right of your screen there. So we want to move from plumber to plumber near me, and from plumber near me to the best emergency plumber in Spokane, Washington, for instance. Imagine having a billboard on every single intersection representing the peculiar, unique concerns of each subcategory of searcher. This is where we want to go. So we want to target the long tail keywords. Not only are we targeting buyers when we do so, they're also less expensive. For example, an ad with language that mirrors black 10-speed beach cruiser is low in cost and has the probability of converting. Okay, that's buyer language. Now, Google has a quality score that determines cost per click, and the higher the quality, the more Google rewards, with a lower cost for ads and a higher ranking in search results. This is Google's chief economist. 60% of Google quality score is determined by the click-through rate, okay? And relevant ads are the ones that are clicked on the most. Let's make all this a little more concrete. Now, an ad group is simply a group with ads and keywords. Here you can see two different ad groups. The first has many keywords, such as auto loans, vehicle loans, boat loans, motorcycle loans, etc., and one ad. So many keywords and one ad. Okay. The second ad group has just one keyword or phrase and one ad that mirrors it. Now, in the first group, you're going to have more irrelevant clicks. In the second ad group, you're going to have more relevant clicks. A person using the term, "I need a car loan fast in Queens, New York," is likely an aggressive buyer. And they're going to be surprised to see an ad that copies and is hyper relevant to his or her search term, and they'll be more likely to click. Google likes this relevancy and rewards it with higher rankings and a cheaper cost. A term like, let's say, auto loans is more general. It might convert 12 times in a given period, but the term, "I need a car loan fast in Queens, New York," maybe it only will convert 1 time in a given period. But if we multiply many ad groups like that, we're going to cover a ton of ground. We're going to cover our bases, and we're going to see our conversions increase by 20 to 40%. So Praxis employs a proprietary software that represents tens of thousands in investment, and this helps us create thousands of ads that mirror the specificity and the great diversity of buyer intent keywords that represent your proactive buyers. So rather than a handful of irrelevant ads, we create thousands of relevant ones. Our technology is designed to create the deep relevance that you need. In closing, I'll say that our approach to Google Ads is what we call a farmed one-to-one approach. We have only one key search phrase and only one ad per ad group, and then we build thousands of advertisements. But we also farm out each campaign for each service into 3 sub-campaigns for each of the 3 match types: broad match, modified, phrase match, and exact match. A match type is what determines how congruent a search term must be with one of the key words you employ to trigger your ads. Now, if this is above your head, don't worry. Just know that this allows us to engage in better data analysis and maximize revenue flow for your business. The other element that matters for a good quality score is the landing page. The landing page, again, is the web page or the site a searcher lands on when they click on your ad, and how relevant the landing page is to the ad and the keyword, the load speed, performance across devices, all these things enhance the quality score. And landing pages are incredibly important. They can bring a lot of very relevant, affordable traffic, but if the landing page is terrible, it loads slow, it's got too many messages on there, people are not going to take action. And Praxis builds the very best landing pages that have exceptional form questionnaires of the perfect length. They're simple and elegant, and they leave a powerful brand impression, and they're high converting landing pages. They lead people through the decision-making process and have a high conversion rate. Lastly, I wanted to show you an example of just a basic market forecast. This is based on ad spend of 1.2K per month. Now, our campaigns can reach conversions from clicks to qualified leads from 10 to 20% after optimization. So if you've got 280 clicks and you've got between 10 to 20% of those becoming highly qualified leads, what that means is that if you have a solid close ratio, it's going to mean a significant increase in new clients each month. And then you can add, of course, the 20 to 40% in there for the employment of the method, the unique method that we bring as a marketing agency. So Praxis works with all different kinds of companies, and we do the analysis to understand your market and help you exponentiate your return on investment. So in conclusion, just want to thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to speaking with you further about this. Cheers.